Hey everybody, good afternoon. It is 12 on the dot. It is Friday. We're going into Veterans Day. I am Coach Marlene Paul, and I help women who are fighting for their life and business get more productive, become more visible, and take their brand to the next level. And today, we are talking a business game changer. This business game changer falls under AI. If you're joining us, please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. This is the way we're able to know who is on. So if you're on, just thank you for being on. Hey, Renee, welcome on. Thank you for there. I love that I am everything Max. Yes. So we're about to talk about what's been going on this week in the GPT world. Lots been going on. Game changer. And I know on Monday, I know I'm teaching everything Canva for my mentees, but I have some stuff for you guys, some stuff to share with you all. Well, so let's get into why we're here. We are here to talk about all the different AIs and all the different news that are going on in the AI industry. So when I was thinking about what to talk about, I had to like really push this live back a little bit because I was dealing with some health issues. I'm still dealing with it, but I'm pushing through it. But in the AI world, there have been some drops. So ChatGPT, which is OpenAI, just dropped, some major updates. I don't know if you have the pro version, if you didn't look very closely, or if you haven't been looking very closely, there have been some changes to ChatGPT of how it looks, and not only how it looks and how it interacts, and also the amount of retention that it can take. So they had a developer conference this week, and you can go and check out this. It's 45 minutes. The first half have everything to do with consumers, and then the other half talks about the brand, about those who are in the developer side. I am not in the developer side, but I'm excited as a person who like technology and like learning to learn more about it. So I'm gonna put the link in the comments later on. You can go ahead and check out what was said, but I'm gonna break down a few key takeaways that I really think stood out for during this session. So first thing first. So they talk about the CEO Sam Altman. He announced major improvement to ChatGPT and the API of that. Basically, there's a new ChatGPT 4, which is ChatGPT 4 Turbo. I can't even say the word turbo. Anyways, it's faster, cheaper, and more capable. So with that, basically, this was more for the people who are on the developer side. Some people who are on the developer side, they play with it and they pay per token. So tokens basically are the amount of words you use on the platform for the AI. So I pay $20 for the pro version, but I have other things. If you don't have the free version, okay, you are up to, they might say you have 100,000 tokens. Basically, you have 100,000 words that can be used. Basically, used from you and used by the AI. So when you think about those area, when they say tokens, you just think about how much it is. So they are charging 1 cent per 1,000 prompt token and 3 cents per 3,000 3 cents per 1,000 token completed. So 1,000 prompt token and then 100 completed token. That basically means is they charge the developers who are working on it 1 cent per 1,000 words. And then the word that output from the AI, they charge them 3 cents per 1,000 word that's output, which is really very cheap compared to everything else. So it is really for those who are into that playing, trying to develop stuff, it is really a good thing to have. What I like about it is that um they have launched a GPT store where you can create your own GPTs. Where it's basically they're trying to make GPT a word. You don't want to say your own bots. They're trying to get rid of the bots part, and you can create your own GPT. So I'm gonna show in a moment after I go over everything what the GPTs look like. They have different ones. They have GPTs where you can talk to it about mixology. So basically, it reduced the need for prompting of how to figure out, okay, what do I put in to talk to them about this? It's already set up for you. You just start asking your question and it broken down for you. So that, because usually you have to tell the GPT, oh, act as if you are this and this and this and this. And then when they act like that, then they're able to answer question based on how you told them to act. So that update really, I'm trying to share things that relevant to you as a consumer, because the other things are about more for developers. What they also did was they put text to speech in there. They have the DALI AI, where you can be able to do it. Let me share my screen so I can show you. I can show you how it looks like. So I'm going to show let me share this tab. Let me go and share so you can see. If you haven't checked, you need to check your GPT. If you have the free version, it might look a little bit different, but if you have the pro version, you will be they're releasing stuff little by little. So before, there will be little tabs on the top where you have to choose which one you want to choose. So right here, I have GPT-4, GPT-3, and this is for those who have the free version. This is how your GPT would look like. And you're able, I think I have an extension here too, but you're able to talk to it and chat and upload. You're able to upload stuff too on here too. GPT-4, I guess it's more than GPT-4 because GPT-3 you can't upload. On GPT-4 you can upload different text in there, but they have a limited capacity of how much you can. So I think the capacity went up to 128,000 words in the document. So that's a big document. And I just uploaded a document and I can ask them to summarize this document for me or break it down for me. So you're able to use GPT-4 to break down document and ask a question about that. Yes. Hey, Carla. Thank you for joining us. I'm just breaking down all the updates on ChatGPT. So if you have the pro version, it's worth having the pro version because they are able to do different stuff. So you're able to upload it. And I'm not going to go into this one because this is like the executive order that they were talking about. And we're going to be talking about this in the second half of our talk today. So this is one thing that they can do. And also, if you have the pro version, you are able, you see the little tab right here, it says explore. Before I even go to the explore, I'm going to go here and see if they didn't take it out. You can input custom instructions. This was always there, but for those who didn't know that, you can input custom instructions to your GPT. Basically, you can, for your ChatGPT, so you can tell them what would you like GPT to know about you to provide better responses. So you can put up to 1,500 characters. I don't know if it's characters or word. Let's double check to see. I'm going to put this on there so you can see it. Okay, so it's characters, 150 characters. So you can do where you base, where do you work from. So they give you some different starters how you can do it. And they give you some tips on how you can fill this part on there too. And then you can share how you want it to respond. Do you want the GPT to respond to all your prompt using formal or casual? How long do you want, how long or short you want to respond? If you want it to be very concise in bullet points, how you want to be addressed. If you want to be addressed, my brother put on my phone to address me as Grandmaster Marlin after I got my master's degree. I don't know why he put Grandmaster Marlin. I guess because I got my master's degree. But so my iPhone would refer to me as Grandmaster Marlene for a long time, and I didn't know how to change it. I had to figure it out and change it. Like, okay, this first of all, it's funny, and like, okay, I need to change this. So you can put how you want to address you. What should GPT have opinions on topics, so you or remain neutral, so you can ask it to remain neutral or have opinion. Depending. So basically, you are training your GPT. Like that too. So there are these major updates. I like the new sleeker look. And then when I had to create images on ChatGPT, I had to like make sure I type in the DALI app and or make sure I select the DALI app. I don't need to do that. Usually before I would take him create a PDF for me, I'd make sure I select the create a PDF file. You don't need to do that anymore. You're able to just tell it and have one conversation where you can go deeper, have it create the images for you, have it create the files for you all in one. So if you have GPT-4, you're able to attach files to it, and they made the numbers, the size bigger for that too. Now, if you go under the Explorer part, you are able to create your own GPT. This is on beta. They're releasing that little by little, and you're able to create your own bot. What's it bot? They don't want to call it bot anymore, but you're able to create your own GPT, and you can just talk to it and say, giving it the direction of what you want it to do. And then you have the back end. It'll tell you the back end of what it'll be using. So some of them, if you want to have web capability, DALI image generation capability, code interpreting capabilities, and then you can add action. But this part right here, this is for those who know coding. So if you know coding and you want to add stuff on there, you can. I am not going to play with that part, but I was for those who are on the base level, you can just talk to the GPT builder and create your own GPT and put it in here, and you'll be able to play with it too. So if you have the pro version, I'm going to stop sharing for a little while. If you have the pro version, you should go and play. I would recommend you go and play, because they're right now it's like they're all in beta and they're still testing it. And one of the things they talk about in the OpenAI first developer data they had is that they're planning to add revenue shares to this. So there might be a way for you to get, well, there will be a way soon in the coming weeks to monetize whatever you create. But you need to be able to know what it is and play with it. You don't want to be behind the game. You want to see what's going on. So all of that right there is some of the key things that were talked about on OpenAI for this week about what the capability is. And I was trying to break down a couple of the different stuff. Basically, they're having text-to-speech capabilities in there too. So where you can have 6 sounding natural voices, and I think it's more from the developer side, so you can convert it from text to human voice liking. So basically they have that API stuff like that. While I'm talking, if there's any question, you can ask me a question. If I can answer it, I'll answer it. If I can't, I can't too. So basically all of these right here are great tools for business owners. Well, if it's anybody who want to know about ChatGPT. So I am very excited about the GPT agents. I like that they have, their this is the next part I share. The Turbo being so fast. I like that it's fast because now it's able to help you to move a little bit fast. And my thing that I'm very excited about is the revenue share that they're having, and they're making it accessible. So you don't have to have a coding background or a web developer background to be able to create. You don't have to go and hire somebody to do it. If you know how to talk and you know how to ask questions and you know how to analyze and probe, you are able to talk to the GPT, or they're trying to get it, and ask it to fix itself. If it is not doing what it's doing, you can just talk to it regularly, right? And that will be the great thing about it too. So this means what they're going to be doing this incrementally. So if we're saying that we are going to run away from AI It's been here for years. If you've been using Alexa before that, if you've been using a calculator, a computer, the worldwide, if you've been using Grammarly, all these different types, or these what do you call it again? When the predictive tool, you've been using AI, it's just now it's becoming very developed very quickly. I think I saw something the other day. I don't know if it's true. I'm not sure that one of the companies elected their first AI CEO. I don't know how that worked, but I can see how it can work because you can have conversation with these AIs, and they're responding back because they're trained in those things. And the more they talk to you, the more they train on how to respond. Kind of scary, kind of cool. But we just need to figure out, how can we stay ahead of the game to be able to not be left behind, not be left behind. And this remind me of the dot-com age when people were, being scared of being the World Wide Web, and you just need to lean into it, right? So that was the first thing I was talking about, all the different updates. So go and look at that YouTube video. And if you don't understand it, I'm going to put a link to the transcripts, you on the bottom. You're able to input that into the AI and say, help me break it down. They will help you break it down for you. So, and say, how does that relate to me? How does that, what the implication to me? So here is the next thing that we're going to be going over. So 2 weeks ago, I guess 2 weeks ago, the White House put out an AI bill, and it was focusing on oversight, risk management, equity, competition. Basically, they're trying to figure out how to control this. How to, how do we move? How do we focus on invasion of privacy? How do we address AI biases? How do we address job losses? So if you can come up with a solution, maybe you have a whole new curriculum or way of approaching schooling, so we're able to get new kind of job, because I don't see, there might be a lot of, there will be probably a lot of job losses, but you figure out how can you position yourself so you're on the other side. I'm thinking about what's that movie that we're talking about, Hidden Figures, where they were developing they were developing the computer. They showed how they developed the computer, and those group of women, they were human calculators where they calculate every single numbers, but they were about to be outbid by the computers. So I guess there's one of them started writing on the wall, and they start training themselves to fix those computers. So since we're still gonna be doing what we're doing right now, but we're going to learn how to fix the computer. We'll learn everything about this computer so we can be able to be more of a valuable asset. So the White House was sharing about some of the things that, so I'm going to highlight some key points from that. So one of the key points, oh goodness, let me go back. I've just lost my train of thought. One of the key point with this executive order was basically to establish new requirements for companies who are developing powerful AI models like ChatGPT to provide information and submit evaluation by the government. So they need to figure out, okay, are you making sure you're keeping privacy in mind? So they might be creating a whole chief AI office right now. So if you're for those who are me or us who are in the government contracting arena, they might have a whole new agency being formed focusing on AI. So if your company can lean into that to be that support, because they're still trying to figure things out, you might want to be their AI consultant. That can be another, lean, because they're about to try to centralize the government on that. So they might have a whole new agency on that. Be on the lookout. I'm saying that because the writings are on the wall. If they had a couple years ago, I think was it last year, they began this cybersecurity awareness month in October, and this year was the second one that they have. And then all of a sudden after October, they launched that. ChatGPT came out and everything blew up with all these AIs. So they know there's something in there. When I've been analyzing it, I've been seeing the gap of, people have cybersecurity concern. My team and I have been looking at it. Okay, let's see if we can break it. Let's see if we can break the AI, you know? So, see if, where's the vulnerabilities and how we can protect small businesses and stay ahead of the game, because the way cybersecurity is working going to be changes. So how can we move forward in that area? So I know one of the things that they're trying to focus is trying not only the risk, but also how can it be good for humanity? How can we use the AI to help people? I know with my son, it helped with learning, because now they have a conversation with someone else because if you are a parent and learning this, I know people say, oh, this new math, these new math. Now, if you're stuck with a new math, send your kid to the AI to talk and have a conversation about a new math and have them to break it down. Not only give the answer, but explain, how did you find this answer? How did we get this? So it's a new way of looking at this. So if you have not read the executive order, it's a beast, it's a lot. I'm not even giving you the whole entire thing. And we might be going back and forth with this conversation again. I'm going to put the link to the executive order that happened. Was it the end of last month? Yeah, about 2 weeks ago. The end of last month, they put this new executive order out here. I'm going to put this information in the chat. And you can look at it to see for yourself and have it break down. You can, if you're able to get the transcript and put in AI and have a conversation about it, you're able to do that too. But here, this is now, if you are talented in the area of AI, the government might be looking for you. So they're building that, workforce up there. So you want to make sure that you are in position for that. So, what does that mean for us? What an implication? What's a potential implication for us? So, with these new tools, it allow us to, as small business, to more easily build and customize our AI business. So if you're going to there's AI that can help you build your website really quickly, your brand stuff really quickly. So you just need to know how to use a tool. I figure those who know how to use a tool win. So you make sure you want to choose a tool and use it. All the different apps. It can help with content creation, social media marketing. You just have a conversation. So it basically have you just take the time, break it down, and you have to put the information to what I like about the GPTs now is not only do you can put that you can ask question and it can start answer you or just ask question. You can upload what mindset you want them to have. You can give them all the information about your business and they start talking to you with the mindset of what your business already have. So you're able to make it see you in that light, right? And you're not talking about random stuff. It's just talking about your business in particular. This is where people will say, oh, I got a lot of plagiarism on AI. Of course, if you give me 30 days of content, it's going to give you 30 days of content that might be the same as somebody else. But if you're very specific about what you do, who you are, who you serve, who your target market is, here are some of the stuff, and you are feeding it information. Now you can share 128,000 tokens. That is words. 128,000 words of information that it can remember, that it can apply to what you're building. So you don't want to you don't want to do that. So, to not to be behind on that too, because if we are behind on it, you know what's going to happen? Other people in other countries will be going ahead of it. And then now they're going to be able to recruit talent from overseas who are going to come to do it too, which is not a problem. Is that if you are knowing that your job might be at risk, be the talent and be the talent to make sure that you don't lose your job. See what else you can do. Make yourself valuable. I was, say, how do I incorporate this in what we're doing? So you can't do one without the other. Just I'm going to use my business and that's it. We can't bury our heads in the sand. There's a lot of information that's out there. Oh my God, I'm running out of my time. I need to get so much information to give. So the White House bill push for more AI competition could lead to more marketplace options besides OpenAI, leveling the playing field. Because if it would be only OpenAI, that would be a problem. So if you have people in your network that is super smart with technologies, call these sites, calling all these ethical hackers out there who are able to build those things. These are, we were looking at how to do that. It's a lot of work. Yeah, that's why they took a lot of time to release things one by one. But the government is pushing for that. So there might be money out there for people who are creating their own AI. There might be government grants or research grants out there for that. So we start looking. That's on you, Carla. I know you're on right now. You are the researcher, and you might be like, okay, is there any grant, is any of these technology grants out there for AI? Because they just launched this the end of last month. And let me see one more thing. Let's see. And then I was trying to see which one I want to share. Basically, what was I saying? I'm trying to see. It says visa talent maybe okay. It was like okay. Oh, somebody about to call me, and that's my side. He had to like wait for a minute. I can't talk right now. I'm gonna call him in a minute. So yeah, but yes, yeah, go and look to see if there's any technology. They're about to look at that out there. So there's another thing that you can offer, Carla. Of opportunity that you can find for other people. But yes, we don't want to miss out on that. We don't want to sleep on all of this information. So all of this information, basically, yes, it is a lot of information, a lot of things that's going out there, but we need to be strategic on how we are moving in this arena. We need to be not be scared of the AI, and then you pick a direction of what you're going to do. If you're going to be the developer one, if you're going to be the researcher, how are you going to use it for your business? And then also as a small business, how do you manage the risk? Making sure that, okay, we monitor the regulations, we're seeking partnerships, that can be other small businesses, so we can adapt to this new age. We had this .com age, and we're going into this AI age, artificial intelligence. So we want to make sure that we are able to navigate through that, and we're not left behind. We're not left behind. We want to continue moving forward through this process. So yeah, those are what I was going to share. I was going to share like some AI that I use. Maybe I'll leave that for another time because I have 3 minutes, and we'll probably do a hands-on. If you are interested in learning more and seeing how we play with these bots and what we're doing, let me know, and we'll probably in the chat so we can go in, and maybe in the next lunch and learn, I can probably have me and some other business bestie come on, and we're playing, doing a live demo for them on their side and helping them build their little, we don't say chatbot anymore because bots have a really bad connotation. GPTs now. We're saying GPTs now. If we can build some GPTs for their business. All right. So hopefully you learned a lot today. I hope to see you next week. And if there's any questions, please drop it in the chat. If you're watching the replay, put #replay. And thank you for all those who joined. I'm going to get some rest right now because I need to take care of my body. But anyways, I will see you all next week. All right. All right. And if you are, before I go, I forgot to say that. If you want to learn more, not only subscribe to this channel, but join our mentorship group. Our mentoring group, is live, and we're going to be closing the doors soon. But we talk about, right now we're doing Canva, but I always try to infuse all the AI, all the technology. They are the first to get those information, and this one I couldn't keep it. I had to tell it this week, but I'm going to be showing them the hands-on reality of it, and they'll be getting more deep dive into that too. So if you're interested in joining our mentoring group, don't wait, join today. Our applications is open. We would love to have you on our side, and we will see you all next week. So let me put that mentoring link in the chat so you are able to just click and join. All right. Thank you all for joining me. I'm going to see you next week. Bye. Be blessed. Let me put my outro on for you guys. Let's get the music playing, right? Where is my music? Here we go. I have to end this way. I can't end with any kind of way. All right, everybody, have a good day. Be blessed.